Hey, this is Tension, bringing you another exciting video for Raid Shadow Legends. Today's video is going to be reviewing Doom Priest, Champion Review. Doom Priest, in my opinion, was probably my most underwhelming pull when I didn't know how great she was, until I realized just how OP this champion is. So, Doom Priest is a staple in my clan boss, my arena team, and pretty much anything I do. Um, I'll go through her abilities, how I build her, why I build her a certain way, and best usage for her. So first, let's go and go through her abilities so everyone knows what she does. Her first ability, which is attack one enemy. If it crits, place a 15% increased crit rate on a random ally for 2 turns. Now, so I don't have her built for this just because I'm more focused on her shielding, healing, and her just ability to get her mass this next ability off because it places a 50% increased attack buff on allies for 2 turns. But this would be, if I do customize her gear to be, 100% optimal in the future, I will definitely get her to have crit on her. Just because a 15% increased crit rate is pretty beneficial to most champions. If you're most of my crit rates on my main damage dealers is around 100%, if not at 100%. So that 15% wouldn't really matter too much unless I was going against a counter affinity for them. So as you know, if a champion is going against its counter, it loses crit rate percentage. So you would need technically 115% to guarantee a crit rate hit. So this is one of those situations where that 15% would be great. It's random though, so it's not the best ability. So going back to her second ability, her A2, place a 50% increased attack buff on all allies. This is wonderful. 50% increased attack is one of the best buffs you can put on your whole team. And I have it on a 3-turn cooldown, so she is pretty much keeping it active almost every turn. You combine this with a Painkeeper or someone who reduces their cooldown, and it's always up. But I actually have my arena team built to where she will go before my attackers, so that way they always have this buff on her. And of course, in Clan Boss, 50% increased attack most of the time is going to significantly increase your damage. This is why she is OP though. So this ability, which is her passive, heals 7.5% of their HP and removes 1 random debuff at the start of this champion's turn. So every time that it comes to Doom Priest's turn, on top of her 2 abilities above, this goes off. Not only is it a heal, the heal is pretty nice, 7.5% adds up. The remove random debuff is OP as hell. There are so many times where I'm in Clan Boss or in mainly Arena where this wins me the game. It seems to prioritize the most significant debuff. So if your champion has a poison and a stun on them, it will remove the stun off the champion. So the computer, the AI system will automatically take away the most significant debuff on your champion. This is game changing. There's so many situations where if someone has more speed than me in arena, they'll get off a stun, some debuffs that make my champions not as strong. Since she goes before my attackers, removing that debuff it's game changing. I'll show you arena run and what I mean by that in a minute, but this is what makes this champion one of my top 5 champions for sure that I have. And if you have a staple in any of your clan rotations. Increase force ally speed by 15%. If you get to the point later down the road, I'm not there yet, where the clan boss is magic affinity, and I had 5 force champions I could use against them. This would be great. My main legendary has a 24% ally speed increase, so since it is the same type as her, I'll probably never use that, but that's a good one to have in case you don't have anything else. Let me show you how I build her masteries. So this one is actually something about a couple weeks ago I was actually going on other streamers and YouTubers sites to ask opinions on. I usually do not recommend the defense tree at all, but the way I have her built is I have her reducing damage from other champions because I do have the shield set, and most times in arena, you'll notice this if you get her, she is not focused until the very end by the AI system at all. So she's alive almost the entire time, and if you're going to, have her not taking damage, why not have increased damage on her from your other champions? So I have that one, and then I also have her tier 6 is just 5% reduced damage overall. She takes it, but again, because she's not getting focused, I believe this is a great way to build her for the arena. If I was mainly focused on clan boss, I probably would build her differently, but again, I think this is just my way of building her for what I need at the time. If you have any comments on this or any questions, ask below. I'll go into more details on it. Again, I think Doom Priest has multiple ways you can build her mastery tree and her be effective. So let's just go into a arena battle real fast. And I'll show you how this champion works. I'll just start at the top. I usually just go down the list. Let's see. So I have other videos of my arena run, so you probably already see this if you've seen another video, but basically I have it to where I boost my speed, and then this 50% increased attack buff. Arena matches, I would say 8 out of 10 times, so 80% of the time don't go past 2 rounds, so this is usually all you really need to end the arena. So let's see how this goes. So there was nothing to remove there, but as you see, every single time it gets to her turn, she does a 7.5% heal, and if there was one debuff, it would remove it. If there's multiple, it removes the most significant debuff. So, again, wonderful champion. Has personally won me many arena battles due to her passive removing a stun. Because, you know, a lot of times, one stun on your main attacker is what makes the difference in an arena run. So just an OP champion. I love her. Probably one of my favorite unique champions. You know, when I'm doing a clan boss fight and I'm just she's not pulling the damage out. She's mainly there as a buffer. But you'll see over time, goodness gracious, 46k, God, that she just is a wonderful OP champion. So let's see. At least I stun his Tyra. I'm just trying to weaken. There we go. Looking good, looking good. See? Oh, perfect right there. So my apothecary was stunned. Her turn came first, so it removed that stun. That is, I can't even explain to you how good that is. I mean, it's just literally, because the other champions have abilities that remove debuffs, but that takes their turn. Her ability doesn't take her turn. It's a passive. I just can't get over the fact that, you know, that passive does that. I would say one of the most underrated things in this game that people don't utilize fully is passive. Passive abilities, I think, as more and more people theory craft and come up with best builds and solutions, passives will start to be included more into a rotation. Just for the fact that, again, her passive removes a stun without taking her turn. So then she can still attack or buff your allies without having to... there's other champions that have an ability that will heal a little bit and remove debuffs. And if you get a lot of debuffs on your team, you're forced to use that ability even if you don't need the heal. It's kind of a wasted turn, but you have to remove that debuff. Her, not the case. So I would give her I'd give her an S rating. Obviously not for campaigns. This is a clan boss and a arena focused champion, but wonderful champion. I currently have the shield set on her. Again, primary built for arena. For the gloves, I have HP percentage, and again, I need to focus on gear, so I'll get that up. Flat HP, because I don't have any other good HP percent chest right now, so that will be updated soon. And then, of course, speed boots. So, gear for me, I do not use my silver on gear unless the gear is perfect. So until I get that perfect gear, I stockpile the silver, so... Anyway, this is my review of Doom Priest. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Give me a like, subscribe if you like the content. More videos to come soon. And as always, thanks for watching.